Psst! Hey guys! Guys! Come in closer! Closer! Closer, I need to tell you something! I need to tell you something important. I have a potato face. Yes. Potato face. Yes. And also I died since the last episode. I lost most of my stuff. Hello my friends, welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft Season 4 server. We are back today and thank you so much once again for the support you showed in the last episode. And yes, like I said, I have actually died and lost all of my, well, most of my stuff since the last episode. These, for some reason, were the only two things I managed to get back. And I want to thank False Symmetry for assisting me in trying to get some of my stuff back. I tried many times over to try and get back to the place, but yeah, stuff and things and bad stuff happened, and for some reason we only wind up with these two things back. So yeah, we're going to be starting off by getting ourselves back up to scratch in terms of gear. And talking of gear, I am also going to make myself a backup set of gear, because honestly, it's just a good idea, isn't it? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, dying and losing all your stuff without any kind of backup gear kinda sucks, but so yeah, we need to go ahead and rectify the situation real quick. But before we do that, we have ourselves a little something to do, because in the last episode I left you guys with a little bit of a cliffhanger in that we have all of these ores right here, and yeah, the time has come to start mining these babies up and see what kind of epic stuff we can get. So we have ourselves a Fortune 3 pickaxe right there. I'm going to combine these two eventually to have unbreaking on either, so that's cool. But in the meantime, we need to go ahead and start placing these ores down. So, yeah, man, let's get these ores placed down and let's see what kind of damage we can do. Well, guys, here we go. We got all of the ores placed down. Obviously, I didn't place down the redstone because we're going to be putting some of that inside of our shop. But the time has come, my friends. We've got ourselves a bunch of diamonds, a bunch of emeralds, a bunch of lapis, and a bunch of coal to mine up. So without further ado, I think it's time to start up some music and get a time lapse going. Let's get it. So there we go, my friends. All of the ores have now been mined out, and to my memory, we had 11 emerald ore and 28 diamond ore. So let's go ahead and check out what kind of yield we got from it. Oh, we got over a stack of diamonds, which is really quite cool. I'm definitely a fan of that. And we got more than double yield from our emerald supply as well. That, my friends, is what I would call a super awesome haul. I'm very happy with that. So yeah, let's go ahead and put this stuff inside of my ender chest. We're going to head to the end, go to Iskal's end farm, and yeah, we're going to get ourselves back up to scratch with some cool gear. Let's do it. Alrighty guys, before we get on with the gear stuffs, I have gone ahead and I have got all of these redstone ores ready to go ahead and restock our redstone shop real quick. So let's just go ahead and put these in here. There we go. So 8 little bunches of redstone ore are now back up for sale. And oh, check it out, we've got some sales. Sweet, okay. In fact, let's just have a quick look around the shop. Nothing around there, nothing around there. And I've also decided to amend this to a stack of 64 for a diamond instead of a stack of 32. So essentially, I've halved the price or doubled the yield per diamond. So hopefully, people won't complain about the fact it's too expensive anymore. I didn't personally think it was expensive at the start, but obviously nowadays redstone is very easily obtainable. So yeah. We gotta move with the times, my friends. Gotta move with the times. Alright, guys, let's get on with doing this gearing up session. Alrighty, guys. So we're gonna start off with the remaining armor pieces that we actually need, the helmet and the boots. Let's just have a quick look. We've got 5 protection on there, and we have unbreaking 3 on here. 5 protection, I might go for it. Oh, really? We're like a tiny smidgen of 30 levels. What the heck? Alright, there we go. 5 protection 4. Yeah, it's going to be by itself. Of course it is. Alright, and then protection 3? Really? Yeah, the enchants today are being pretty nasty so far. God dang it. Oh, well. Well, we'll see what we get. Who knows? We might get something absolutely amazing on top of it. Let's see when it becomes available. Poof. There we go. That's still not very good, is it? Let's be honest right here. Dang it! Alright, well, let's get ourselves our replacement gear done as well. Blast protection 4 on the helmet. Efficiency 4, fortune 3 and unbreaking 3 on a new pickaxe. Unbreaking 3, efficiency 4. Nice little workhorse pickaxe right there. Blast protection 4 and unbreaking 3 on a chest plate. That's kind of nice. Efficiency 4 by itself. That's a bit pants, isn't it? Let's be honest. Fire protection 4 and unbreaking 3 on some leggings. That's pretty cool as well. Looting 3 by itself on a sword. It's not the greatest thing ever, but it could perhaps go on this sword right here. Depth Strider, fire protection and unbreaking 3 on some diamond boots. That's a pretty nice pair of boots right there. Aha! This is more like unbreaking 3, efficiency 4, silk touch on a new pickaxe. That is really nice to see. Efficiency 3 on an axe. That's pretty cruddy, actually, let's be honest. Well, guys, I've been here for upwards of an hour, and I've been spending a lot of time getting a replacement set of gear. Now, as you can see, we have our current gear. We've got the Gold Rush Fortune Pickaxe, Silky Touch, Silk Touch Pickaxe, and of course, the Destroy, which is going to be a regular Workhorse Pickaxe, along with the Shovel, Axe, Sword, Bow, and actually, this bow isn't that great, to be honest, but here's the replacement set of gear. You know, we've got some pretty dang good stuff going on here. I went to Mumbo's Enchanted Bookshop and bought a load of enchanted books, so as you can see, as I said, we have a complete replacement set of gear should we wind up dying again. So yeah, I think I need to take a break today, my friends, before I go ahead and do the next thing, which, by the way, is going to be we make ourselves a greenhouse inside of our sea town. I want to make a greenhouse so we can host some crops in there, maybe some pumpkins and melons and all kinds of stuff, so then we can eventually trade them with some eventual farmer villagers that we should hopefully wind up getting inside of the market town area. So yeah, I've got lots of plans going on, my friends, but lots of work to do to achieve the things I want to do. So, yes. Alrighty, well, in the meantime, we're going to head back to base, my friends, and we are going to gear ourselves up for this build. Guys, shenanigans have been going down. There's 2 shops selling redstone blocks, and we can't have that. And, well, more to the point, I could probably buy them all out and, you know, get a whole bunch of supplies from my shop, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we're at Iscale's shop, and despite the fact I bought him out entirely before, look at this! Look at this! He's got himself a whole heck ton more of the redstone blocks, so, yeah, I think we need to go ahead and, you know, just, you know, do the old buying out routine, you know what I'm saying? So 1 diamond for a stack of 32, so 1 row is going to be the equivalent of a diamond block, so so that's 2 diamond blocks, and then 3 diamonds, so 1, 2, 3, there you go. Enjoy your diamonds there, buddy! I've just bought your shop out of redstone blocks, and, do you know the funny thing? That's not even the end of the shenanigans, my friends. Tinfoil Chef over here has got a whole crap ton of redstone blocks as well, and he's got even more. Check this out. What even is this? There's so much. It's actually crazy. Okay, so it looks like someone who's already been going ahead and buying a heck ton of redstone blocks, so I'm thinking we may need to go ahead and make a bit of a shop investment. So let's go ahead and get ourselves another 9 bunches for a diamond block, another 9 bunches for a second diamond block. There you go, buddy. And yeah, we're going to be buying these lot as well. So, you know, it's all going down, my friends. I need to make a super secret redstone storage area, I think. I think we need to do that before taking on the task of making a greenhouse, honestly, because I ain't about to have no competition on here. Nah! Python is the king of redstone shops. I ain't having no one else take it. Alrighty, I need to go to an undisclosed location and put these redstone blocks away up until the point where I can change them into stock for my shop. So yeah, let's find a place and let's put these bad boys away. Alrighty, and now to get the other couple loads of redstone blocks. Here we go. Let's get all of these for another block of diamond, and let's put all that in there. So there you go. 4 blocks of diamonds worth of sales for you there, TFC. Aha! So check it out, guys. I found a vine farm, which, if my memory serves me correctly, I do believe Azuma built this, and it's pretty damn cool. This is a really, really basic and simple design, but it works really, really nicely. You've got all these different rows of vines growing down from the blocks above there, you can see. And yeah, as a result, we're getting ourselves a nice yield of the good old vines, which is absolutely fantastic. And before going ahead and building, I do want to test out my my suspicions in that vines can't go on glass. I really hope they can, because then we can have a bit more of a nice effect with the greenhouse and make it look a bit more sort of, green, I guess. Alright, how are we doing in terms of this? Ooh. Lots and lots of vines. Nice. Hey, look at all the vines, man. There's loads of them, dudes. Okay, and yeah, that's just about it. Let's just end the pearl out of there real quick. There we go. Nice. Alright, so let's grab this glass out real quick. Let's place this down and let's place this right. No, you can't. Oh, man. You can't place vines on glass. What the heck? Can they actually grow down glass? So if I put like a block above it, will it grow down onto the glass? I really hope so, because that'll be really, really cool. Because then I'll still be able to put vines on top of the glass, technically speaking. So, yeah. Alright, well, whatever the case may be, we've got some vines. We might be able to try and work in some other blocks to make it look a bit more naturistic and overgrown, perhaps. So, yeah. Let's get back to the sea town and let's get this thing started. Alright guys, so I have chosen the space where the greenhouse is going to go, and it is going to be right here. And I honestly think we can get a pretty decent size out of this build. For example, if I go ahead and get rid of all of these walls and whatnot, I can make the building go all the way onto this here acacia platform. So maybe the first thing I go ahead and do is I go ahead and start breaking some of this stuff down, and then we can start placing down a bunch of, you know, surfaces, you know, the surface where the crops are going to go. And yeah, we can get this thing going real nice. So, oh, it's 4 blocks wide as well. That's absolutely perfect. I could not make that up. That is literally perfect in every way. So we could have like a central walkway. We could have like water going along here perhaps. Or maybe we could just have like one water source. We only need one water source, technically speaking. I am coming up with all sorts of ideas in my head on how to go ahead and lay this baby out, because I don't know, man. I feel like we can make something really, really great with this area here. So let's go ahead and, like I said, let's start by going ahead and getting rid of a bunch of stuff and placing down the surface of this structure. So yeah, let's do it. Alrighty guys, so I've now got the layout and a couple of the pathways now in place. I'm just in the process of adding in the water sources, and next to the water sources is going to be some sugarcane, so this is going to double up as a mini sugarcane farm as well, which is pretty cool, I guess. So there we go. I'm pretty sure, yep, that's everything done. Nice, nice, nice. So on one side we're going to have ourselves, I'm thinking putting potatoes here, we'll have a big wheat stash here, and then we'll have a carrot stash here, and then on either side of the water is going to be sugar canes, and then on this side we're going to have ourselves a combination of pumpkins and melons. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much good to go. We need to go ahead and get ourselves some building blocks out real quick, and ooh, what should we use, spruce wood or dark oak? Tis the question. I am not entirely sure, to be honest with you guys. But anyways, as you guys probably know, the quintessential ingredients for the greenhouse in a traditional sense is you go ahead and use a combination of glass and some other material for sort of the structure. So here we go. We're going to try and get a little something going here on camera, my friends. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to do building on camera. I know, that's like not something I do very often, huh? Alright, so let's try a bit of this. Although, I don't know, maybe that's going up a bit too steep. Okay, maybe we'll do like 2 and then 1 and then 2. So here we go. So we'll do 2 on this one. Okay, so let's just get this all built up right here. There we go. I'm not entirely sure how tall I actually want this to be. 1 glass, boom, boom, like so. And then the next one would, in fact, be the roof. Okay, so let's just get up on top here real quick. Boom, and a boom, and then this would be the roof area. Okay, cool. So it's going to be a pretty tall building, but you know what? It's going to do the job real nicely. So let's go ahead and get this thing going. Okay, so yep, looking good, looking good. It kind of looks more like a modern church made out of glass, huh? Huh. Okay, well, okay, that's looking good, whatever the case. So let's have some, should we have like a border down here? We didn't do it here. Do you know what? I think it would look better if we did, honestly. Yeah, give it a bit of a border. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. We may need to get ourselves some more spruce wood because we don't actually have a great deal of it. Okay, let's get this part going right here. Okay, getting the sides done real quick. There we go. Yeah, we're definitely going to need some more spruce wood because I want to try and put up some pylons, if you get what I mean. So maybe we go 4 blocks and then a pylon, and then another 4 blocks and then another pylon. So 1, 2, 3, 4 pylon. Let's have a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what if I do it there instead? So that's 5 blocks now. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's actually absolutely perfect. Huh. Okay, well, that's fine and dandy. I'll definitely take that and roll with it. Yeah. I like it when things work out for me, my friends. I like it a lot. Okay. So, there we go. Just placing in the glass like a true professional. There we go, looking good. And yeah, like I said, I need to go grab myself some more spruce wood logs. So we're going to head over to the log fellas real quick. Or we can see if we've got any in our storage room. Whatever the case, we're going to get some spruce logs and carry on with this. Alright guys, so here we go. And as you can see, I've made a bunch of progress since the last cut. And I've for the most part, got the glass in. But I don't actually have enough glass to finish this thing off. But it kind of leads me on to another point. In that I want to start trying to introduce some leaves into this. So maybe we can start saving some of the blocks we're using in terms of the glass by placing in some leaves instead. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like this might be a good alternative. Maybe just dotting them in sort of in random places perhaps. Maybe one right there. Maybe one in the corner here. Yeah, that's looking good so far. Okay. Looking good. I'm liking it a lot. So, the other effect that we're going to get from this is the fact that the rain, in some parts, is going to get through. So, it's going to give it quite a nice atmospheric effect, in my opinion. So, maybe we do something like this. Maybe try to connect some parts together, like so. Yeah, so we got like a nice cluster of leaves right there. Okay, and then maybe we do some more over here real quick. So let's have some right there maybe, and some here. Maybe we can make this one span all the way down. Yeah, looking good. Okay, maybe I can make that sort of go all the way down. Yeah, okay, looking good. I'm a big fan of how this is going. Okay, so maybe we can make these bits here connect up. Yep, that's looking good, So I'm giving it kind of a viney effect with the leaves. So, yeah, again, trying to connect them up real quick. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's looking real nice. And then maybe just gonna chuck a couple right here, perhaps. There we go. Okay, let's just have a look at it from the inside. Once we pick up all the blocks, obviously. I need all these blocks. Yeah, look at it. That's looking really cool, isn't it? That's really nice. Okay, and then maybe we can add to the atmospheric effect by going ahead and placing some vines on some of these real quick. So maybe we'll put one there, one like up here or something, and then maybe one like here, right here, and then maybe down here real quick. Yeah, look at that. That's looking amazing. The only thing is I'm actually running out of leaves, so I'm going to have to go ahead and get myself these shears out, and we're going to need to go ahead and shave off some leaves off of a birch tree. We're gonna make a birch tree naked, basically. It's going to be scandalous, I know, but it needs to be done. Okay, it needs to be done. And here we go, my friends. As you can see, this is looking a lot more overgrown now. And I've got to say, I am a big fan of how this has actually turned out. I mean, just look at it, man. We're just adding a few vines in here and there just to give it, again, a bit more of an atmospheric feel. And actually kind of, you know, these are functional as well. So we can go ahead and start placing stuff up on these higher vines. Or higher, well, they are kind of vines, aren't they? Yeah. Kind of cool. Alright, maybe one there, and then we'll go around the other side to do pretty much the same. So let's just place one there real quick, maybe one there. We're just literally randomly dotting them around because that's kind of how overgrown works. You just go ahead and start randomly placing in things and it just kind of fits, I guess. So that's kind of cool. And maybe just a few up here real quick. So, yeah. Okay, and one there. Alright, cool. And just to finish it off, I do believe we have a couple more bits over here to do, because I don't think I did this side. Yep, okay, cool. Let's just eat this up real quick. There we go. And let's put these on. Boom, and a boom, and a boom, 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 boom. There we go. All used up. Fantastic. Alrighty, guys. So there we have it. The greenhouse itself is now completely built, and it is looking pretty dang fantastic, if I do say so myself. So now what we've got to do is light the inside up real quick with some glowstone. I've put some torches up here because, you know, I don't want people spawning on this. So yeah, but in the meantime, we need to go ahead and head up here real quick. Maybe we'll just jump up here or something. I feel like this should do the job. Okay, let's just head over here. Let's put a bit of glowstone. In fact, I need to reach a little bit. There we go. And one up there, and one up here, and then one way down the other side. And then we should be just about good to go in terms of planting. Boof. There we go. And yeah, that should just about it. Alright, fantastic. Let's grab out our hoe and the first of the crops. I actually forgot that you could grow beetroots, so that's one of the other things we will be going ahead and growing. And actually, in a change of mind, I'm going to go ahead and replace this with dirt. We're going to put the iron hoe all over this real quick. There we go. Nice one. And then we can start placing down some beetroot. In fact, you know what? This area here is going to be sugarcane, so I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Can I not? Oh, really? Can I not do that? That's a bit sucky. Oh, no. I did the wrong area. Dang it. I am being a major numbnuts. That's fantastic. Alrighty. Well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and let's get these all planted down. And I'll meet you guys back once they are all planted down, just so we can have a look and see how they look. And just in the process of planting in these last bits here. And there we have it, my friends. Everything is now planted. I actually decided to move the beetroot to one of these smaller patches because I kind of want the wheat and the potatoes, because both of these are going to go towards trading with an eventual farmer villager. So, yeah. But as you can see, this place is looking super freaking awesome. And I gotta say, I'm really, really happy with the progress I've made. But just to give it that finishing touch, I'm going to force grow all of this stuff. And we'll have a quick look at how it looks when everything is grown. And there we have it, my friends. All of the crops have been grown by some bone meal. And this place is looking super, super awesome. It is now fully in business and operational. We have pretty much all the crops you can think of. I don't think I forgot any. I mean, netherworts, it's not really a crop. It's a nether crop, I guess. Or a nether material or a potion material. So I didn't really class it as a proper crop. So, yeah, but aside from that, we pretty much got everything going here. And I've got to say, this has turned out really freaking sweet. And I'm really happy with it. Hopefully you guys are digging it too. Because, yeah, spent a lot of time on it. And I really do feel like that the time has paid off. And this thing is looking absolutely amazing. But anyways, guys, it is time to end this episode. If you want to know when the future videos are out, hit that subscribe button, my friends. And of course, if you did enjoy the video, do be sure to drop a like rating. It'll be so much appreciated, my friends. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. My name has been Python. I appreciate your continued support, and I will see you guys in the next episode.